The other thing, of course, that's making the news today is what's happening in Gaza. The health ministry there says, hasn't been verified yet, at least 322 people have been killed or missing in airstrikes on Gaza, with Israel saying it will act with increasing military force because they say the hostages are not being returned as per the ceasefire. Let us cross to Jerusalem and speak to Richard Pater. We often speak to Richard. He's the director of BICOM, which is the Britain-Israel Communications and Research Centre. Good morning. Have we been able to verify any of these claims?
Good morning. To be honest, listen, the news right now is still sketchy, so I think we should be cautious. But as you say, we've got that from Palestinian sources. We've got confirmation from the IDF that they launched a surprise, broad-scale attack, a bombing campaign across the Gaza Strip, targeting both senior figures within Hamas and medium level commanders. And as you rightly said, this is as a result of the breakdown, the failure of the negotiations. As my strong understanding from briefings yesterday, Israel has agreed to the terms of what they refer to as the Witkoff proposal. President Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, proposed a plan to both sides. Israel accepted it. Hamas has rejected it. And as a result of that, Israel has now launched a military operation.
What do Hamas say for the reasons for not abiding by the ceasefire plan and returning hostages, dead or alive?
Well, I think there was a tactical error by the US that we saw unprecedented announcement a week or two ago that in parallel they'd also launched a direct line of communication for the first time ever with Hamas. And Hamas were basically clinging to that offer, which was basically surrounded around releasing one remaining US citizen and the bodies of 4 US citizens. That offer was then taken off the table by the US, but the Hamas are looking for that, and they're just not accepting what the negotiators are proposing.
If it is anywhere near the figure that the Gaza Health Ministry is suggesting of 322 missing or killed, I don't know myself, but what would that be? Would it be one of the bloodiest days in the whole conflict?
Listen, unfortunately, we've seen some horrific days and sadly fatalities on both sides. And let's not forget again, this began October the 7th with 1,200 Israelis brutally murdered in their homes. This appears to be targeted attacks focused mostly on Hamas operatives in a surprise attack. And also, by the way, because the Israeli intelligence had suggested that Hamas, in parallel to negotiations, were also resuming their plans for attack. They were laying explosive charges and other preparations for attack. So Israel decided to act in a preemptive manner on this time. The targets are definitely Hamas, but we'll have to wait and see exactly who are the other casualties.
All right, Richard, keep us up to date. Keep safe yourself. Richard Pater joining us from Jerusalem, director of BICOM.